Ooh, look, a moose production. Hey man, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so let's get packed, let's get racked, let's get ready to attack. We're gonna play some Tetris.
Back when I was lost in the night, fell in love with pain, couldn't find the light. I was faded, jaded, running on E. But girl, you stayed and believed in me. You saw a king in a junkie's face. Never judged me, just gave me grace. You held it down when I lost control. You healed my mind, you saved my soul. You're my ride or die, my reason why. I saw the truth behind your cry. We got a love that'll testify. Through fire and funk, we still fly high. Ooh, Lisa, you're my rock, my queen, my soul survived. 'Cause you stayed on the scene. I saw the man beneath the scars, the fighter trapped behind the bars. When you were drowning, I pulled you through. 'Cause baby, real love's what I got for you. I prayed hard, cried harder still, but I knew one day you'd climb that hill. Now look at you, you're clean and proud, and I'm still right here saying it loud. You're my ride or die, my saving grace. I never let no devil take your place. We funkin' strong in the funky fight. Lisa, we shine.
Alright, I'm gonna have to switch cars because this is too small. I have to take the 70-inch screen today and the projector and everything. So let's get that back. Let's get that taken out and then put it.
A few moments later.
Alright, so we're packed, we're stacked, and we are ready to attack now. I'm sorry that I had to change videos or change vehicles. So the first vehicle I started packing, then I realized I wouldn't be able to put everything in because I actually have to take the 70-inch screen, and I've taken these extra 2 lights, but I wouldn't have been able to fit anything in there, especially the 70-foot screen. The 70-foot-inch screen would never fit in that small car. Well, it will fit if I don't have nothing lugged down, but as you can see, I'm packed. So anyways, we will be leaving here.
What's the matter with you, boy? You too stupid to do what your coach tells you?
And we'll be leaving here. It's 10:50. We have a flash flood warning in the area until 2 p.m. We are actually leaving this area at 12:30. That should take me, get there. It's like a 45-minute ride where we're going. And then we'll get there, and then let's look here. Bear with you for a second here. I have the VFW Temple, Texas. We've been there before. It's about a 59-minute trip, 62 miles. So let's see what it says right now. En route, we would get there at 11:50. It's 10:50. So about an hour. So we're gonna leave here at 12:30. We'll get there around 2 o'clock, which is perfect because I want to get there early, be in the area because of this nastiness. And that is a big pro tip for you. if you're going somewhere on a trip, make sure you plan ahead, because thank God Texas has feeder roads all the way through. The only time that I won't be able to catch the feeder is in Williamson County at the end of it, and then after I get past Williamson County, the feeder starts. So the feeder road starts back there, and then it'll go all the way through until after I get out of Williamson County. So anyways, there is a big rest area out there that I've never stopped at. If it gets bad, I'll stop there for a few minutes to regain and maybe get a cup of coffee, because they do serve coffee there. Free. Anyways, state of Texas boy. Anyways, so let me go ahead and close this up. Let's go lock it down. The music's ready to go. The music is a different story. I put all the music in genres. So that's how we're rocking tonight. So like y'all know, that's how I do it anyway. So if I need to pull a rock song out of a rock later on down the road, I can do that and all that other stuff. But we're going to be using Serato. So anyways, and I'll show you that when we get there. All right, with that being said, see you at the event.
Round 2. Fight.
Hey man, so what you think? All right, so now let's get into the gig part. Now, I didn't get any footage, but what I did get is priceless, and we're going to talk about it. All right, so welcome to the Texas VFW Post 1820 in Temple, Texas, and they have a toy chest, which was pretty cool, I thought. It's a bingo hall too, and then they have that going, and now here it is. The legend has retired. So this is a retirement party for a sergeant in the Army Rangers, and we're going to give you a little bit of what was going on. And as you can see, this what he has is his place. On this place, there's just a napkin. That's a napkin. I looked through it as a napkin, and everybody's names there. Now, a lot of people didn't show up due to the fact of the weather. Check out these fans, man. It's a bingo hall. The VFW bingo hall. There I'm walking with my shoes. Okay, now this is the setup. Now, notice the speaker here is on this side, and this, I know it looks like it's crooked, but it's the way I've taken this picture. And then there's a sub. This is before everybody got there, so it's kind of crooked, but I wanted to show this off on the subs here and the two speakers. This speaker's here on the other side, and then the other speaker's on the other side. Now, this speaker is not leaning. It's the way I took the picture of the video, just to let you know. And then you're going to see the 20-foot screen. There's all the stuff there. I didn't note
Round 3. Fight.
to self. Make sure I pack more tape. But I couldn't pack tape here, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Because I needed to move this out of the way. So I couldn't tape this wire down. Just to let you know, the reason I didn't tape this wire down is because I had to move this after the presentation. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how awesome this actual projector is. Now, this is an older projector, but it's the Epson. And it's the Powerlight 83 Plus. I plugged the newer version iPad in. I did not download anything to plug it into this projector. I just plugged it in, and it automatically did this. Just so you know. Now, as you could see, I got the video. As you whip, as you nay, do this. I'm sorry, this is the stanky leg. It's a stanky leg. Now, see, I'm showing you the video. Now, this is an older version, so it has the actual VGA, the VGA coming out, and it goes. It actually goes to the C-type for the iPad. So the iPad, and I got like a little adapter, and I just plugged it right in because this goes. I got an adapter from the VGA, actually, that goes to HDMI, and the HDMI plugs into the C type that goes into the device that I want to use. So I use this for Apple products, and it really works very well. I was impressed with the situation. And notice there's the C type. There's a C type right here. And then notice how I have it set up. I have this projector sitting on the cart. And there's how I stacked it up. Now, I will be getting a thing. Now, this is a 20-foot projector screen. Now, note, you're seeing this pretty good. The lights aren't even off yet. When you turn off the lights, you can see even better. But notice this is how the projector works perfectly. Now, I got this box here. Now, notice underneath the projector, this board, I actually got it, and it makes everything even. So I put it on the bottom of the board so that everything will be level. So when it sits on the table, it'll be level, and it won't be, because one of the legs is missing on the back. I lost it. Notice I have a hole in the box. That's where the power thing is, and that's where all the wiring is. I cleaned it up before the event, so all they saw was just a couple wires. But I got it set on 2 boxes on top of my wheels so that I can slide it over there and it'd be out of the way after. That way, after the event. This was the whole event. And we'll discuss that as we go through here. So let me get to that. Okay, and there's my setup, and there's the other speaker. Notice I got the lights on over there. Yes, this is really nice. It was really. I'm showing you it again. Notice here, down here, I actually put one of my scrims on the wire so you wouldn't really. That's a 100-foot wire coming across here, so that's why it's like that. On the cart. See, now I got the cart on the wheels. And the person, there was nobody sitting there. They actually moved over. It wasn't a packed house at all. It was supposed to be, but it wasn't. It didn't end up that way. A lot of people didn't show up because of the weather. And I'll explain that to you at the end. And I thought that was pretty neat, man, because actually, for the first little bit, that's how it was set up, and everybody was getting through. Now, the sound came through the Bluetooth, so just to let you know. And then here I got the lights set up so they can dance. She wanted me to set up a dance floor, and I did set the dance floor up. Now, nobody danced, but the dance floor was there. And she was happy because she got her dance floor. Nobody danced, but she was happy. And then there's the other things that I put out. Now check the wall out.
Round 4.
This one is the M777. It's on the right hand side. I actually put the pictures on the other side over here of the video, so you kind of get an idea of what they were. So this is because you really can't see it. This is the gun that they used. Okay, so this is the M777, the big boy, the biggest gun that the Army has. Okay. And right next to it, I probably do get a little closer. And then the next thing that you're going to see is the sling load. And as you can see, it's sling loaded on top on here. And this is how they maneuvered where they were in Afghanistan. They had to use the Chinook to come in and grab the load and carry it, because it's the only helicopter that could actually lift it and carry it into place. Because sometimes they were on the sides of the mountain in Afghanistan as they moved around. This gun did not stay still. It moved around. It's on wheels for a reason. But they couldn't pull it around to where they were going in a lot of different places. They had to actually have people go in and prep the area that the gun was going to go sit. So, yeah, there was a lot of prepping for that gun to sit, because the gun has to be level for it to go off. So anyway, so that, and then that's the sling load. This is the 7.7. This is the sling load. This is the Chinook that carried it. And hold on, I'm going to get into the next ones. Just give me a minute here. And then this one is GWOT, which is the World of Terror. This is basically University of Fighting for Terrorism. This is what they use. This is a different. Now, each one of these things he gave to. This one actually was given to. This is awesome. I gotta tell the story. So he went to Afghanistan, and when they went to Afghanistan, each crew had an interpreter. His interpreter was 17 years old. He didn't have a birth certificate because he's not rich. He didn't have anything to say who he was because he wasn't rich. In Afghanistan, you have to be rich to have something saying who you are. It's pretty crazy. But they guessed his age at 20, and he was 17. Now, he kept telling those guys, man, I'm going to come to America, and I'm going to move to Texas. That's what he kept saying. I'm going to move to Texas, and I'm going to leave this place. No technology. He can cook. He comes over, guess what he does? He comes over here. Now, check this out. He comes, I don't know how I kind of guess how he got over here. He's brought over here. He was brought over here because he served for us. He abandoned everything and abandoned his beliefs like that. He said charges would have been brought up and he would have been decapitated. It's YouTube, so I'm trying to be friendly. So they're going to decapitate him because of that. So he moves to America. Check this out. He moves to America. He comes to Texas. He leaves Texas and goes to California, stays for California for 3 months and comes back to Texas and says it's too expensive. Guess what he ends up having? A Lincoln Navigator sitting in a brand new Lincoln Navigator sitting in the parking lot. And he owns his own food truck down on 8th. And we're going to go down there. I'm going to make a video. 8th and Red River. He has a food truck, an Afghan food truck. And we're going to go down there. And I'm going to go ahead and see if he'll let me do an interview with him about about what's going on. Not him get his name or anything. I'll actually tell him to face mask up and stuff just to protect him, but because I don't want the Taliban to come and get the brother, because he did an awesome service. But and then that's the war on terrorism, and then here it is. This is another one, tropical lightning, that he was involved in. It was another tour that he did. This is another tour that he did. Tropical lightning. Tropic lightning. And then this is the Jump Boys. Y'all know what that is, right? Y'all know. If you're not, I'm gonna let you and intune you. See, I'm a total military fanatic. Not really fanatic, but I know a lot. And these are the Jump Boys. They're actually the airborne. They go to jump school. It's called jump school. They go to jump school for I don't know how long. It's either part or after basic training. I don't know exactly when it is, but I know that they go to jump school to learn how to jump out of planes, and they learn how to jump off of helicopters and everything else. So that's what they learn to do. This is something that they get trained to do. That's why they're called the airborne. They're not called the airborne for sitting still. Now, yes, he did the airborne artillery, but he learned how to jump out of a plane. Because when they send these guys to where they're going, everything's flowing in for them. So that's pretty much, or drove in. But they jump out of a plane to get where they're going. So that's pretty much that. And then there's one more. And that is the sky soldier. Okay, I filmed that. I'm showing you this picture. You really can't see it, but this picture is not given away. This is his picture that he's keeping. And it's him and his whole command. And then I didn't get that one. Why didn't I get that? This is the sky soldiers, basically. Part of the jump school, the jump boys. So that's basically the other one. And then here's his outfit. Here's his uniforms. Okay. There's his uniforms. There's the uniforms that he wore when he was in service. The different colors, different places. Now, I tried not to show you the pictures too much. I wanted to show you the beret that he wore. And it's not green. Yeah. And then here it is. I love this Stetson. This is a Stetson. And he was talking about, they're like, well, we want you to wear the Stetson. This is the rifle infantry.